and that's a KO.
Duep taking that Dax. It does get revived by the BRB beacon, but overall Proxy and Web get taken out by Zed Starry on the bed and make that triple. Looking for a fourth.
About what would happen when the switch turns on. And speaking of, Bobo already locking it down with the Galactic Legend, taking down Daxu there, looking to see if they can catch anyone else around the back. Lick slipping away, does not make it. Not going to be trickly enough for that one. Citrus now being targeted as well. Proxy's going to be on the chopping block there. Good, a KO coming through. Tenny Valkyrie now shut down as well. So
it does mean that this could go crazy for Vulcan, who started with that CYA later ultimate coming through, and now ChopperMag with more ultimates legendary now being used by Proxy, taking out Salvation once more. ChopperMag used 2 more ultimates, including the Phoenix, but so many ultimates coming through, including the Jab on Citrus. Not sure if they managed to capture anyone though, but Bob will getting Proxies, and now at 80%. Things could get difficult for Vulcan Red as the pressure puts onto them. ChopperMag have started off with a CYA amplifier going into Bobo, also using the Galactic Legend with the extra damage, is dealing so much damage to Lick, who gets taken out. Wav does get revived with the BRP, but Titty Valkyrie and Lick both falling.
that it is. They will be able to push on just in time for the OT timer, but just in time is going to be KOs on the Salvation and Pethig. They don't have much to rely upon anymore. Pethig does find their way back into the cocoon there, but now they're down again. This is not good timing for ChopperMag here. They need whatever they can at this point, and they will find the mission area back under control, but the KOs are working out for Vulcan Red here. They found Bobo, Duep, and are looking for more. Zensari trying to clash through, does catch Citrus, bringing in Heaven's Retribution as well. They're doing whatever they can on both sides of the coin here. Titty Valkyrie charges in, barges down, and it's the Galactic Legend going legendary on this. The damage is insane, and they are trying to drain out ChopperMag, but the Karmic Revival could be too much.
Could be too much. Out comes Alpha Komodo, but it gets completely nullified. But Dax and Proxies are still here. It's a battle of the Angelas as Titty Valkyrie does take down 99%. Of course, overtime is ticking down. Get ChopperMag touch in time. There is no portal. The first round, the first objective, the first control point of Krakoa, Carousel, goes away. Sad to see, of course, how these ultimates land as well, with Zensari having that Heaven's Retribution available. Bobo, though, does have Galactic Legend. It's going to be using it straight away. Going in hard. Be able to get licked somehow, just in the distance. But, of course, with that Heaven's Retribution on the ground as well, everyone is just sitting ducks for all the damage coming out of Duet and Bobo. The point did go the way of Vulcan Red at the beginning, so they've managed to get 13-14%. But the KOs, this fight is heading the way of ChopperMag, and the control has been lost and handed over to ChopperMag.
Fight strong, but speaking of fighting strong, there's going to be big focus already coming out towards the Angelas here. And there could be more where that came from. I'm sensing a Galactic Legend very soon, but Rage of Ultron is going to be first on deck.
Salvation using it to try and keep the team alive and deal with the damage, as you mentioned. Our cards, the Galactic Legend. Salvation taken down, going after more, going after. Oh, Citrus go both. In the meantime, Skittles does fall. That's two strategies of both is gone as well. Also falls. Somehow now ChopperMag are still taking out all the important key heroes of Vulcan Red.
Push their way deeper into the pursuit here as Duep focused up on a Dax, who knows they're a powerful player, and they're going to shut them down on the KO there. So, solid beginning, and looking to see if they can find more solidification heading through towards the end stages here as ChopperMag use everything they can. Ults online on all cylinders, but it's going to be more where that came from. They're forcing the issue, forcing them back as far as they can. The percentage has almost crossed the line here. Vulcan Red need to stagger. And here we go. Dance of the Butterfly into the Jet time. Freedom Charge coming out as well. And are they going to capture anybody? Oh, they might just capture a few, but it's not going to matter. Good shutdown coming in there. And ChopperMag remain on top.
Remain on top, 99%. The overtime is ticking. But they do win this next round of Krakoa, bringing Krakoa down to a 1-1-0. The Grove has been captured by ChopperMag.
They've got a bank of ultimates looking to be stored up. One in the same, though. Vulcan Red on the edge of building up some key ultimates, and a big capture coming through from Zensari there. Looking to see if they can steal away some more of their opponents and really turn the tides of a fight. Speaking of, it's going to be Heaven's Retribution coming into the chap time here, trying to lock him in place. Citrus might be able to take advantage of this one. Galactic Legend coming out from Bobo, though, as well. Comic Revival online here.
But still, ChopperMag, they've passed the 65%. They want to keep control. Foxy's able to use the Galactic Legend. They take down Dextari. They want more. They take control of the control point as well. And Mazag, Vulcan Red are starting their percentage. They're starting their run to gain more. They take down Pethic. Is this going to be enough for them? They are in a 66 situation, but Bobo with the Galactic Legend could go legendary. And City Bowser gets so low, dangerously low, will be taken out. Nick also like to work in the back line by the Captain America. Legendary takes one. They want more, of course. Being able to do so much damage to the shield, stopped them for just a little bit. Web going in and taking down Citrus, Daxi followers as well. And ChopperMag take the first map here. These undefeated team are still undefeated.
That's right, the light's been lit into their victory there, and they are going to be happy to open the account for themselves onto Krakoa. A solid way to start the series off in domination, and Bobo is going to be your MVP here on the Star-Lord. Star-Lord has been geared up.
Subjected to a lot of damage from Daxu on the Phoenix, being able to do quite a lot of damage onto the backline, but not able to take anyone out just yet, of course, as Bobo, who's also by Phoenix, is dealing so much damage on Tinny, will take them out. First KO for ChopperMag.
That it is. Vulcan Red will be able to stall them out at least a while longer. Soul Resurgence coming out right now from Pethic, though. And it's the Eye of Agamotto. Rage of Ultron coming out in response here, getting KO on 2 skills. And looking for more. Pethic going to go down. Good trade on the proxies there. Looking to see if they can engage any more out of this one. They are looking to slow their road, slow their bout. Salvation finally gets drained out. A good KO from Daxu. And they force ChopperMag all the way back to their spawn point.
As a lot of damage does get taken place, out comes the Training Prism, though from Dead Star, catches a couple members, but Citrus is putting on a show. The fate of both males rests on Citrus's shoulders. While getting low, we'll be able to stay alive with, of course, all the sustain from the team. Ivagamotto gets cancelled! And WoW gets taken out by Pethic, gets revived by the BRB beacon. But out comes, of course, more heals. Salvation is using the God of Mischief to keep the team sustained. Proxy, Rage of Ultron coming out. And ChopperMag in control of pushing the point further. Can they take out more than just Titty Valkyrie?
That's going to be tested right here, right now, isn't it? Oh, big choke slam sends them back down to the ground. WAP is taken out. A good KO coming through, and they're breaking through with more. Vulcan Red are going to be grounded out. Just at the last possible moments, they stagger out the mission vehicle, but it's all gonna... They draw their eyes directly in front, and here's the Soul Resurgence into the Strangling Prison, trying to utilize the walls there, and Song Inferno, but no KOs are coming in. Fate of Both Worlds is putting in leaps and bounds for Vulcan Red, but finally, Titty Valkyrie will fall, and we could see more follow. They're backpedaling here, and ChopperMag is taking advantage.
They are taking advantage of what they have achieved. So much space. 1 minute 20 on the clock, but they are only meters away from capturing the second checkpoint. We mentioned how this could be a very quick and a very pivotal moment for both of these two teams. The ChopperMag taking advantage of the Ultimates and able to travel so far. Meteor goes in, does not land on anyone with the invisible boundary to keep the team of ChopperMag alive and safe. The web ultimate does get cancelled. So no Psionic
into the last stretch here as already ChopperMag have pushed it towards the halfway point, but Wab opens the account. A solid KO on a Pethic, and this forces ChopperMag into a swift retreat. They are going to be able to find just what they were looking for here. Peak damage numbers already being pumped up front, but ChopperMag are on the edge of glory, on the edge of taking control here. Pethic are bringing out the Galactic Legend. It's time for the Meteor, time for the Eternal Wand as well. Zensari going to be going down. Salvation bringing out the Soul Resurgence into this one. May just keep them online, but no, Pethic goes down and out. And it's time for the comeback from Vulcan Red here. Time to see just what they can do. Salvation's down. They're finding everything they need. Skittles, perfect timing for the Fate of Both Worlds. Keep their team online so then they can get the rest of their team to regroup. But no, Bobo breaks in. Proxy's down, and they might just be able to find more around the back line. Zensari is locked in on those strategists. Lick is down, and they're looking for even more. They need help desperately, and they're just not getting it. ChopperMag are focused up, and they will push this over the final stretch and go that distance into the convoy.
ChopperMag completes the map of mid. The Amazing World's coming up with TD Valkyrie here in this triple duelist, one Vanguard composition right now, and the Wolves are doing quite a lot of work. Still haven't been able to find any member yet of ChopperMag.
That's the aim of the game, and let's see if they are going to be able to take more where that came from. As Skittles bringing out the God of Mischief right now, and maybe looking to do more than just that. Daxu, ooh, locked down on the Bucky here. Oh, that's a huge bionic hook. Does have the Kraken impact online, and they force the usage of the Strategist ultimate. That's big, shutting it down immediately. Proxies is locked in with the final judgment there. This could be the time they've been looking for, the time to break back in, but Zensari is trying to deny them here. Big hit from Wab though. Wolverine is here, and they are instilling fear into their opponents. Looking to slice and dice through the Seer, but it's Pethig who's going to be on the mission area.
With the Venom able to touch, but Zensari is there too. Heaven's Attribution does get frozen, but of course it still does its job to keep them all together. Wow, Daxu.
And they're going to be keeping on. It's Kraken impact time into Khonshu, bringing out whatever they can into this one. And they're going to be pumping up the damage, but one in the same. Pethig brings the pain with the Feast of the Abyss. It's the battle of the Vanguards, and they hold strong into this one. Soul Resurgence doing everything they can here. They will be able to bring themselves back on top of this fight here. And they're looking to do more where that came from, and that is a nice delayed KO on the Daxu as well. These times are critical. Vulcan Red need to push the first checkpoint, otherwise map 2 is done. It's now or never.
Skittles brings out another invisible boundary as the God of Mischief. Down comes the Heaven's Retribution from Zen's side to try and keep them off the point, but Vulcan Red is still able to touch. Tinny Valkyrie takes out Skittles. They might be able to turn the tables, taking one, looking for another. But out comes the Webbo with Conscientious. They take them down as Vulcan Red lose their strategists one by one. No strategists left for Vulcan Red in overtime. Ticks down, ChopperMag are taking them out. One by one, they do have a second strike cover. They're going to have to try and portal in as soon as they can. And ChopperMag are now in control. Overtime takes down. There is no portal. ChopperMag take the second map.
Oh my goodness, and look at that confidence shining through there from ChopperMag. They will be able to take away map number 2 on mid down into their favor with the utmost confidence. They are going to be very happy with how that one played out, and there's going to be more where that came from. MVP this time around is here. They want to just chop away those angles immediately. But speaking of angles, ChopperMag are going to be taking the high road onto this one and already fighting into the Endeavor. It's going to be a Tinny Valkyrie KO'd through. Nice shots from a Salvation. Looking to focus up on the back line as well. Not allowing any forward presence here, and see if there's going to be more where that came from as ChopperMag already enable their presence onto the mission area. They're taking it 1 tick. Could be 2. Vulcan Red, they are not contesting this whatsoever. So we could see a huge quick conversion, but Citrus, that's a cheeky angle in the back line.
Yes, it's just on the completely other side of the map, though, but Link and Daxu, they are both taken out, make that structures as well. Triple KO coming in for Salvation as they use a Rage of Ultron. ChopperMag able to get that tick finally, the final tick. And they flame the mission vehicle with over 5 minutes and 20 seconds to the clock. Citrus does reset to bring themselves back with the rest of the team. And ChopperMag are moving forward in this convoy section of the map.
Pushing this mission vehicle further and further forward here. Vulcan Red struggling to build up a frontward presence here. They're doing a ton of damage, but it's just not enough to break in with some KOs of their own. Insane that though. They almost have 6 ults online, so if there's a time for a comeback, it could be right now. See if they can hunt something down. A good vision over the top. Oh, they're focused up straight back on them. Strategist there, and just going to be so slippery, so slice and dice here, ready to bring out the burst damage and hunt down more where that came from. Tinny Valkyrie going to try their best to stay up front, but they can only stand firm for so long before they may just get shut out. But Vulcan Red right now are doing a great job of spreading the healing equally and keeping their team online as long as they possibly can. Jeff Time coming out from Citrus. This could turn the tides of the fight here. ChopperMag have to create distance.
It just uses its Jeff, doesn't find anything as Patrick takes him out. Daxi also falls. And in this advantage, one player advantage in favor of ChopperMag. Out comes the invisible bounty from Lick to try and keep the team alive. Keep the position close enough to the point. In a safe place, protected by the boundary. But now Salvation has the Rage of Ultron online, using it to keep the team alive, but also deals damage onto Vulcan Red. But Proxy deals more. Patrick gets taken out, and out comes the fate of both worlds. From Proxy to me, Bobo's a galactic legend. Migo's used by Web.
If there's going to be more online where that came from, because there's a couple of things that we can really see come to fruition here, but oh my goodness, the combination of the Vanguards enables a sweet KO onto Tinny Valkyrie there. So, not going to be able to activate Heaven's Retribution. Tinny Valkyrie losing that one, switches off to the Cap instead.
The Cap is out to play right now, as ChopperMag though has so many ultimates to work with. They are in this third and final section of the map. They're about to walk through the doors into the hole of Jolly as Salvation. Trying to get into angle, trying to hide in the mist. Able to fight Bobo, goes in with a dodge, deals so much more damage, and may be able to take down Duet. But out comes the revive, the comic resurrection from Pestic. Able to bring back those two members. Skittles also comes back as well. Legendary coming out from Bobo. Raining skies, damage out from the skies as invisible boundaries for both teams come up to keep the teams alive and sustained.
That it will, sustaining through the battle, sustaining through everything here, and Fate of Both Worlds is enabling Vulcan Red for the moment, but now it's the Vanguard ultimates activated in a unison across both teams here. WAV not able to get the big boop they were hoping for with the Meteor M there. Freedom Charge keeping them activated as well. But now, Rage of Ultron is online. Salvation looking to push things up a notch. Proxies is down. They're looking for more where that came from. And they may yet find it. Lick in a bit of trouble. Gets focused out. And that's going to be KOs locked and loaded here for ChopperMag.
Finds the weapon, going to get revived by the BRB beacon, but so is Pestic going to revive the rest of the team with their comic revival, bringing back so many, bringing up Bobo, but Dax is getting taken out as well. Vulcan Red does have its Jeff ultimate as Pestic does fall off the edge, but is this going to be enough? No, it's not. ChopperMag make it to the end with 40 seconds spare.
Wow, such a drawn-out battle there, and they will only have 40 seconds to spare.
But tries to take out Salvation, gets a lot of damage, doesn't take him out just yet. Squids, though, are getting eliminated, and Perfect does go to Proxy, who's playing Lunar Snow. Bobo does lots of damage here onto the Jeff, and the backline and Citrus does fall. It's now a traded 1-for-1, the Duet does fall too. Vulcan Red may be able to get this cap. But ChopperMag, their positioning is a bit different. It's coming from the attackers spawn. We have Hope, we have 04 members, but still Vulcan Red are able to get 2 ticks. Playing, of course, the Doctor Strange, but Dax to take it out immediately. They did also use the dart to the bottom play, shot down. Proxy shots down Skittles though. Out comes his Gem. It's going to get taken out though with no return from them. Now WAV with the Sayada Seduction. It's going to follow up with Proxy's Fate of Both Worlds. And so does Zenstar go Monster Hulk. And out comes the Invisible Boundary. So many overs to play with here. Maxi, and it's going to be big for both teams.
It's going to be big. It's going to get bigger there. Lick going to be shut down. A nice starter coming through from ChopperMag here. And they're looking for more where that came from. Big damage from Duep and Song Inferno coming out from Bobo as well. Not going to be able to get the KO off that one, but they're certainly creating distance between them and Vulcan Red here, singling out these KOs one by one by one. They all fall down, and there's more where that came from. They have mopped them up, and there's only 40 seconds to spare here. Vulcan Red cannot afford to get staggered out. Daxu needs to regroup with their team. Oh, that they will, breaking in with the portal there, and now managing to sink down the KOs, looking to see if they can get more where that came from. Look at Proxy's big focus there on the Lunar Snow. Will be able to shut down Salvation. Jeff time. Ooh. It's time for Jeff, and maybe more where that came from. Utilizing their positioning. Pathic does manage to get the KO through on a Lick there, and We're going to see if they can get on more where that came from. Bobo goes down. Ayabagamoto comes out.
Okay.
It's used so effectively. Hulk Smash online as well here, trying their best to continue to stall out the mission area, but they can only go so far with it all. Meteor M coming out for the faster duet, and they will not be able to get much more. It's Spider-Man coming out, and that is going to be that. They stall it out. They get off the mission area, and ChopperMag get it in the bag. It's 3 in their favor.
3-0 in favor of ChopperMag. Salvation, the MVP. We got to see a little bit of Spider-Man at the end there. And really, I honestly thought Vulcan Red was going to be able to turn things.
Oh, they're always teasing me like that. No Hawkeye, no worries. But that's going to be A-OK. Daxter wins the Battle of the Panthers there. Gets the KO on it to Bethig. But now Tini Valkyrie is focused up onto the strategist. Ooh, big freeze coming through on the Zendstari. They will be able to pick up Citrus and the Lick eventually. But one in the same. A duet going down there. So they're just trading KOs across the Venoms right now. Tini Valkyrie going to be in a lot of trouble and may need to evacuate the dance floor into the mission area here. We'll see.
Immediately, no need for the dancing butterfly yet, but they're going in now massively in the back line of Vulcan Red. Petting does fall in the meantime, but Bobo gets a double, make that a triple, going for a quad while getting dangerously low. Looking for that quad KO, won't get it just yet, as Skittles is the one that came web.
May just be looking to utilize that to stall out some of the presence here. Zendstari, Piece of the Abyss coming out, looking to see if they can get more from it. Daxu locked in on the Panther, big damage. And there goes Zendstari. This is a great way to open the account here. ChopperMag already creating distance between themselves. Trying to see if they can claw things back here. Pethig trying to take advantage of the blade pick here. Ooh, big focus. They try and shut down that Panther, but can't get it over the top just yet. But Proxy certainly can. Say goodbye to Bobo. And there could be more where that came from.
More indeed, as our comes the legendary ultimate. It's going to be met with, of course, the Silver Circle from Salvation. They're going after Zendstari, including, though, as well, our comes the thousand coming from the Pethig with the Piece of the Abyss. But Zendstari might follow suit here with the Dance of the Butterfly combining, taking out double of the backline, double of the strategists. But Vulcan Red are not done yet in this overtime 5-year matching. They are still holding on and are trying their best.
It's clean, they're trying their best, but their best just ain't good enough into that first mission area there. It's gonna be locked down by ChopperMag onto the frozen airfield. One more objective, one more way in. Pethig doubling down on the KOs there, taking advantage of the portal, and they will be able to slice their way through confidently. And they are looking to walk their way straight over to the mission area.
3 in particular, of course, the Eye of the Metal could be big here, especially if they use it with Pethig going in on the 1,000 cuts. It's doing so much damage, while Pethig does fall in the meantime to the Valkyrie as well. But Duweb is subject to damage. We're able to walk forward now. But so is Daxter with the crack at impact. Skittles falls, and they want more. They're going after the strategist in the backline. Salvation is the target, and is taken out. Another again comes out from Dax to make that a 4th again. As a triple KO lands into Dax's lap. What KO?
I'm scared to think what they can come up with right now. And speaking of, Dance of the Butterfly going to be cancelled. That's huge coming out from Vulcan Red. Soul Resurgence coming out into the Yakamoto as well. They're going to be shutting down the back line there. Goodbye to Citrus and goodbye to more. Pethig is burning them up on the KO town. And they will be getting a triple KO with their team cleaning up house. And oh my goodness, just such power, such aura coming through from a Duep on the Strange there, hitting maelstroms for days. And there's going to be more where that came from. But speaking of where that came from, it's time to get your head in the game. Time to see how this next fight will pan out as ultimates are ready. Supernova from Pethig there. They try to bionic hook them out of the sky. It's not going to happen, but they will be able to get them in the end there. Amazing stuff from Daxu. This could be their chance to break back in. Lick is pushing them forward with the fate of both worlds.
Made both routes is going to keep them online for a little longer. They had that one player advantage, and they wanted to take advantage of that, of course, as they just used.
Oh my goodness, right on the edge there. Titty Valkyrie gonna be whipped to the skies, and it's time to rise up, dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh. They will get that into the butterfly through, and Bething, spectacular spin, break it in. It's the Psionic Seduction to see if they can do more with a Daxu with the Agamotto, holding on, a blight of desperation, but it's gonna be ChopperMag coming out on top of that one. A portal, it's just gonna be portalception on the mission area. OT timer, trickle through, and ChopperMag are going to Atlanta!
The winners of Marvel Rivals OCE Ignite has been decided.